Well, I've finally done it. I finished walking and cataloging on Find a Grave the entirety of the old section of Bangor City Cemetery. I still have to go across the street and start the late 1800s and into the 20th century, but this is about a 2-month project finished on this side. I'm going to inquire what this building is. I always assumed it was an old crematorium, but it might actually be a tomb. On some of the Mount Hope Find a Grave entries, they're listed as behind the tomb. So I'm thinking maybe this is just a huge family mausoleum, but I'll look into it. But I'll show you the very end of Bangor City Cemetery that I've come to. I'm gonna walk up this steep hill, which is the side of that building. And true to form, right up to the very edge, there's some graves that weren't on Find a Grave. A lot of infants. This is Francis L., son of Aaron and Nancy Tibbetts, who died December 25th, 1835, aged 13 months and 13 days. George O., son of, I think it says George Percival, 1833 to 1834. You have the footstone right in the back. George O. Percival, GOP. Some more footstones, and then some young girls. That classic early 19th century look. It's got the weeping willow on the top, and then it says Harriet, daughter of Elijah and Alice Hart, died November 6, 1824, aged 4 years. Weep not, my friends, dry up your tears. I must lie here till Christ appears. She's got a friend next to her, Priscilla, daughter of Jotham Jr., and Rachel C. Sewell, died July 26, 1822, aged 3 years, 4 months, and 18 days. In earthly bloom, the ruthless stroke at once cuts off the parent's hopes and leaves a wound, which lenient time, slow healing hardly cures. You can just feel the parent's anguish all the way from 1822, 203 years ago. Here you have Alpha S. Thomas, son of William Thomas of Conway, New Hampshire. Died June 1st, 1836, aged 22 years. I leave this world without a tear, save for the friends I loved so dear. This one was hard to read, but it says, Maria Louisa, wife of Daniel Little. And then it says, discharged with fidelity. I can't read the rest. It says of this, and I just can't read the rest there. A little bit more to go. Elizabeth Pettingill, 1825 to 1905. She was about 80 years old. And then we have a Civil War veteran. Looks like W.E. Chapman, Company H, 2nd Maine Infantry. Walk a little bit to our left, you can see that building, the rooftop. You got the chimney, which makes me think that it was probably an early crematorium, but I could be wrong. Could be just a vent. And there we are overlooking Strangers Row and Babies Row. A couple other people that weren't on Find a Grave. Mr. Earl Jocelyn, who died April 7 of 1836, age 43 years. A lot of graves from 1836, that era, right around the time of the Alamo battle. Had the pleasure of visiting that in March, so it's kind of fresh in my mind still. Gordon Harvey died May 29, 1835, age 39. And then we have Anne Elizabeth, daughter of Elijah E. and Anne C. Collins, who died September 28th of 1835. She was 3 years, 6 months, 20 days. All three of the footstones behind him. And we have a few unknowns. Footstone, headstone, I looked and didn't see any initials on either. This one says JP, and again, no headstone near it. So we can only conjecture who that actually might be. So some pretty cool stuff, but I'll do a video soon of a tour, probably take about 15-20 minutes, but this one I just wanted to kind of capture the final stretch of the old cemetery. So on to the new section soon.